It's time to craft. Let's go. So let's go, guys. So I am back in front of you one more again. So what we're going to do is create a joy riser out of this cutting board that you can find at the Dollar Tree. Now this was the cutting board for the fall season, and so I just basically sanded off any of the glitter, and then I just added one base coat of the Snow White paint by the Waverly brand chalk paint. And then I added, as you can see in this clip, some Mod Podge, and I will be drying it. And I just added a very thin layer. I don't need a lot to adhere this calendar piece to it. So I can't wait for you guys to see this project. It was something that came to me earlier today while I was uploading the videos for the 3-part haul. And so again, I just made sure that it was dry. As you can see, this joy came out of the 2025 Farmers Market calendar. So of course, I was going to use it. And like I said, I will be incorporating something with joy in every one of my Christmas projects. And what you see me doing is reactivating the Mod Podge by adding some heat to it. So once I placed the calendar down, I had some parchment paper, used this mini iron that I purchased from Walmart, and just went over the top layer of the calendar sheet to make sure that it adhered to the cutting board. After I finished that, I just took my little cutting mat that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, as well as this utility knife that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and just cut off the edges, just trimmed everything up. And that is all that I did for this particular piece. Is very much self-explanatory, very easy and affordable project to recreate. I think this turned out really cute. I cannot wait for you guys to see how it ended up. I will say that I spent less than $3 and say 75 cents creating this piece, considering that I already had some of these items previously. So again, I'm just trimming up any edges that were hanging over the cutting board, and then I am just again making sure that I apply the parchment paper down to secure the piece to the edge. And so then I was trying to decide if I wanted to create a braided border, and then I went against that. I just didn't like the way it looked with this piece. So I'm taking some of that yarn that you saw me use in a previous DIY, and I am just going to trim around the edge of this board using this yarn. And this is the yarn that I used to create the Christmas wreath, candy cane Christmas wreath. I will link that video to the description of this video, as well as the two unboxing and partial Temu haul video that I uploaded to the channel earlier today. So guys, I want to welcome all of my new and returning subscribers to the channel. I really appreciate the support. Without you guys, there would be no joy. The channel would not be growing. So to you, I say kudos and thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please make sure you click on the subscribe button, and don't forget about the notification bell. That way YouTube will notify you when I upload anything to the channel. And so now I'm just taking the remainder of the yarn that I had, and I am just going around the handle of this cutting board slash stand and just securing it using some hot glue. And then once I do that, you'll see me just kind of fill in some blanks where some of the board was still showing through. And that is going to be about it as far as the trim. However, I will create a mini bow using some of this yarn to place at the top. Now this is where I think things are going to get interesting, at least for me, and really take this piece up a little notch. This is a piece that's just meant to just lay around on the table. Maybe you can add like a remote control on top of it during the holidays, and that's about it. But you know, little candies and stuff like that. But I think this turned out cute. And you see I have this wreath that I purchased from the Dollar General for only $1, and it's already has like the cotton wrapped around it. I'm taking one of these little candle holders that I found at the restore and ended up getting for less than $1, and I cleaned it up, and then I added glue around it, set it on the inside of this piece, and now I'm using some of those jumbo blocks that you can find in a 3-pack at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just adding some of that Snow White paint to it. It's just doing a mini brushing. I'm not trying to get full coverage, just enough that you can barely see the natural wood, but not heavy enough that it's just completely saturated. And so all I'm going to do is glue these blocks to the bottom of this piece to give it the rise or the stand that I'm looking for. And I really cannot wait for you guys to see how this turned out. So if you hear my printer going off in during the voiceover, just know that Uncle T is doing some work, and I'm actually back in my crafting room and slash office where the printer is. And now I'm using some of that wood glue and gluing this piece down because I do not want the blocks to come off. And I'm just doing my my way of measuring and making sure that everything is even when I'm placing these blocks on the bottom as the feet for this riser slash stand. So guys, how are you feeling today? Were you able to take advantage of watching at least one of the haul videos? No pressure, but when you get a moment, soon as you go to the channel and start looking at it, just go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead, hit it. And so guys, we headed into the reveal. I think this was simple enough. I just added one of those little votive candles, LED candles, to the center of this piece. And look at that. Is that not adorable? I think it turned out cute. And again, this is something that's very easy for anyone to recreate. All you're doing is taking a cutting board, painting it, adding some Mod Podge, putting down a picture of your choice, gluing down a little wreath, a little votive candle holder, and that's it. Guys, thank you so much for coming back with me one last time on this great Saturday evening. I pray that you all have a blessed Sunday, and until the next DIY, remember to smile. It increases your face value. Bye, guys.